loves, it's NEDA from WinterWillAlwaysEnd on Tumblr as per usual, and today is when I'm starting NEDA Week, or NEDA Week, I don't know how everybody else is pronouncing it. I call it NEDA Week. It's National Eating Disorder Awareness Week, guys. And technically all of February is Eating Disorder Awareness Month, but this week in particular is NEDA Week. And I'm starting mine today. I know some people started yesterday on Sunday, but my head weeks start on Monday, go till Sunday, so I'm starting it today. And my goal is to post at least 5 videos. I'm trying to go for one a day, so 7, but at least 5 videos this week pertaining to eating disorders and different topics on them. So yeah, today I'm just going to be going over the general basics of eating disorders, kind of highlight why this week is important to me, explain a couple different things that people have questions about, and yeah, so stay tuned. First of all is basically abstaining from eating any sort of anorexics, along with people with all eating disorders, have things called fear foods, which they will not go towards, but anorexics take that a bit farther, and mostly they don't eat any food unless they know it has very little calories. They'll chew on celery because it's like 1 calorie, drink a lot of tea because that's 0 calories, drink lots of water, and try to take other things into their body to not take food in, because they're afraid of the calories, as so many people with eating disorders are. Bulimia is the second one, and it's mostly classified by binging and purging. I know this is mostly binging and purging, like I said, and this means that you binge or you eat a lot of food. You'll take your favorite foods, junk foods, the things you've been craving, you eat it all at once, like huge amounts of this food, and then you puke it all up. And there's some sort of satisfaction about being able to eat all of these things and taste all of them and get your craving over with, but not absorbing any of the calories or the fats in these foods, because you throw it up before your body can digest it properly. So your body doesn't get any of the sugar or the fat or the calories in it. It also, though, doesn't get any of the nutrients, so that's bad. And then the third is Edna's eating disorder not otherwise specified, which is what some people call the default category. If you're having disordered thinking when it comes to, if you're not eating healthy and you're not going about things the way you should be, then you might have Edna's. Edna's means that you don't fall specifically into the categories for anorexia or bulimia, but you are still with an eating disorder. So some tips you ought to know, and some facts, and some reasons why NEDA Week is so important. 1 out of every 5 girls, I think, is the statistic now, has an eating disorder. Most girls start dieting at the age of 10. Most girls think they are fat by the age of 8. Most boys will have dieted by the time they're 13. Because eating disorders don't only apply to girls. It really pisses me off when people say that. I have a video about it beforehand, but eating disorders definitely apply to guys. Problems like that and mental illnesses like eating disorders definitely don't discriminate based on gender. They affect everybody. 20% of people with anorexia nervosa will die because of it, or because of things that resulted in. Anorexia is currently the 4th most lethal disease among teenage girls, I think, at least in the United States it is, from what I've read and from statistics that I've seen. Bulimia tends to kill more often than not. There is higher chances of surviving some types of cancer than surviving these eating disorders. I also think NEDA is very, 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 very important, because a lot of people have very wrong opinions on eating disorders, to put it bluntly. They are wrong and they need to know the facts. Eating disorders are not a cry for attention. They don't do it because, hey, it'll be fun. I mean, sure, that might be not bad, but they don't do it because, like, hey, I want to look like this. Sure, to start, that might be why some people get into it. They think, oh, I'll be skinny, I'll drop a couple pounds really quick, and it'll be easy. They don't understand that they can't get out of it just as easily as they get into it, and that's why it's so lethal and why it's such a problem, because a lot of little girls don't understand the repercussions of it. They just hop into it and, oh yeah, it'll be okay, I just won't eat a couple times, and then they don't eat a little bit more, or I'll just throw up a few times, and then it becomes a huge problem, and it's mental illness, like I said. People also think it's really taboo, that they're not allowed to talk about it, which is fucking ridiculous, because if you're having such a big problem, like an eating disorder, I fully recommend, I tell everybody, go talk to somebody, inform someone. It doesn't have to be your parents. I know how scary it can be to tell your parents. Tell your friend, tell the guidance counselor at school. They're not allowed to tell your parents what's going on unless they think you're in danger of dying. From what I've learned, at least that's the policy in my school, most schools around me. There's plenty of places online, I'll put the links below, where you can go and you can talk to people and discuss these things, and there is also a screening test thing, I'll put the link for below, and you can test yourself to see if you might qualify for having an eating disorder, because I know how hard it is to sometimes try to diagnose yourself without talking to anybody, and I know how scary it is to go to talk to somebody, and okay, well I think that's it for today, guys. Tomorrow I'll post more about my stuff, about my personal experiences with eating disorders, and that'll be tomorrow's video, and I hope to see you soon, and comment below. I hope you guys learned something. Spread the word about NEDA. Have a lovely day, guys, and message me whenever you want. I'll put a link to my Tumblr as well. You can always talk to me. My ask box is always open, and stay safe, guys. Love you.